Alright, so now we're solving some equations that include grouping symbols or parentheses or things that group things together. It could be brackets. Parentheses is the most common thing. So again though, we need to remember that we need to look at our order of operations when solving any sort of equation, and we're going to go from the bottom up. So we're going to start by looking at addition and subtraction. Is there anything that we need to take care of before we can get to isolating our x? Well, yes. There's this 35. So we're going to use the inverse operation and add 35 to both sides, leaving us with 7 times the quantity x plus 3 equals 49. At this point, we're moving on to multiplication and division. We notice it's 7 times that parentheses. So we're going to undo it by using division. We're left with x plus 3 equals 49 divided by 7 is 7. And finally, the parentheses have dropped away because there's nothing. We've removed the 7 from the outside of the parentheses. So now all we have left to do is get x by itself by using the inverse operation of subtraction to move the 3, and we get x equals 4. Just moving upwards on the order of operation. Let's do one more. Let's look at 10 times x plus 28 equals 3 times x plus 21. In this case, we have grouping on both sides of the equation. So we're going to look at the problem. There's no addition or subtraction to take care of, but there is some multiplication going on here. Now, I could divide by 10, but then I'm going to get 3 over 10 and get a fraction. If we divide by 3, we get 10 over 3, which is a fraction. So that doesn't really appeal to me. So another option, as long as we follow all mathematical rules, is we can distribute this in, and we get 10x plus 280 equals, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side, 3x plus 21 times 3, 3 times 1 is 3, we're going to get 63. Okay, so now we have an equation that we're used to dealing with. We're going to get the x's on the same side, the constants on the other side, and solve. I'm going to move 3x because I want to keep my x's positive. 10x minus 3x is 7x plus 280 equals 63. We'll move the 280 to the other side, and we get 7x equals, now I cheated, we have a negative 280 plus 63, and I did that earlier. It's a negative 217. I'm not that quick. Last step, divide by 7. I looked at this one too. A negative 217 divided by 7 is a negative 23. So again, grouping symbols is just one more step. Make sure you take care of all the addition and subtraction, multiplication and division, and then you'll eventually get to where the parentheses no longer really have a meaning, and then you can just solve like we've been doing.